North London is red again. Can we play Tottenham every single week? But in all seriousness, what a performance from the lads tonight. I don't even do football talking reactionary videos on my channel. I'm a music reactor, but I'm so chuffed with the lads tonight that I've literally turned on my camera, got my microphone out, I've got a glass of red wine here, and I'm just going to waffle about tonight's performance because I am seriously buzzing after watching that. I'm sure that like a lot of my fellow Gooners out there, even this morning when I was out on a run, I was still fuming about Wednesday night's game against Wolves, which made this North London derby a must-win occasion. From the very first second the game kicked off this afternoon, they came out of the blocks firing, which is so frustrating as an Arsenal fan because you're wondering to yourself, why can't they perform like this on every single occasion? And I know physically, especially in the Premier League, that's not always possible. But why couldn't have they done that against Brentford? Why couldn't they have done that against Nottingham Forest and Man United? Why couldn't they have done that against Wolves? Well, in all fairness, they did do that against Wolves, but then gave up after 5 minutes. And I know it's a North London derby and the fire should and was burning in their bellies from the very first second, but they've got to do that in every single game now until the end of the season. We keep saying it, but every single game from now on is a cup final. I genuinely believe that if we want to win this Premier League title for the first time in 22 years, we have to win 9 of our 10 games and avoid defeat to Manchester City. That's how good I think Man City are going to perform until the end of the year. So we've got to be on it. And today, thankfully, we were. Like a lot of you out there, I was slagging off Arteta following that draw with Wolves, especially around his game management and some of the subs that he didn't make. But today, I thought his team selection was spot on and the substitutions as well. I thought it was right to take off Timber when he did, who looks shattered at the moment, but he's been the best right back in Europe this season, without a doubt. He was also on a yellow card, so combining that factor with his declining energy levels, it was the right decision by Arteta to bring on Mascara at that time, so fair play to the boss. Good decision. And despite Odegaard being available, it was clearly the right choice starting Eze at number 10 because you saw what happened. He got another 2 goals. That's 5 goals against Spurs in 2 games. He was on it from the very first second. I just wish he would be able to do that on a more consistent basis, but I think he needs a bit more love from Arteta. He needs to build on that confidence he's inevitably gained from today's performance, and hopefully he can carry that on until the rest of the season because we're going to need him. But for me, man of the match and his finest performance in an Arsenal shirt was Guitarist. He was an absolute beast today. His first touch, the way he held the ball up, his aggression, his pressing, his willingness to take a shot and a chance at goal. And I think that stemmed from the fact he was getting more opportunities. They were playing through balls. Eze was feeding him in. Rice threw a few passes in for him down the wing as well. Saka did the same. He just hasn't had that service all season, really. And he's got a lot of shit. But in all the games that I've personally watched, and I've watched pretty much every single game this season, every time he hasn't performed or he hasn't had a touch in the opposition's box and all that kind of shit, which we all scream and shout about, he just hasn't got the service. Yeah, in some instances, his first touch has been awful. Really, really bad. But today, I don't know what happened. I don't know what he had for breakfast, but he was just on it from the very first second, and he was a monster. He looked like the player that we thought we bought when we paid 60 odd million quid to Sporting Lisbon back in the summer. He was that good today, and if he performs like that until the end of the season, then I've got no worries about who we play because we will score goals. He just needs to get that service and go into every game with that attitude, and as I said, whatever the hell he's having for breakfast, keep having it every single day, mate. The only negative that I can take away from the game, well, actually there's 2 if you include the IT fuck up from the referees, is that we went in drawing at half time because we were in control of the game from the first to the final minute. But that silly mistake from Declan Rice, and of all the people in the team that you least expect someone to make that type of mistake, is Declan. And especially following his interview with Sky Sports a couple of days ago, I'm sure loads of you have seen it, I was gutted for him, but he held his hands up, he apologised, even had a little chuckle. And you could still feel that he had that confidence, like, no, we've still got this. We've still got this. And we haven't had that mentality for quite a while, to be honest with you. Maybe the Leeds game is the last time I can sort of remember us just being like, you know what, this is ours for the taking today. We need to win this. We're going to win it. Whatever adversity comes our way, we're just going to pick ourselves up and carry on like the game plan that we intended. Honestly, as an Arsenal fan, I don't think I've enjoyed a single game this season. I've been so bloody nervous and stressed out. My heart's been in my mouth. I've been constantly swearing and cursing at the TV. It's just been excruciating because as a fan, we want this title. We want it so much because we've been waiting 22 years for it. And I know that the players and the staff and the management and the coaching team all want it as much as we do as well, but we should have wrapped it up already. They're not making it easy for themselves, are they? And they're definitely not making it easy for our heart rate. I just want them to go out in every game and score 4 goals within the first 5 minutes so that we can relax a little bit. But in all honesty, I'd probably still be shitting myself for the next 85 minutes. I love and hate Arsenal in equal measures, but I genuinely think that if we play like we did today against Spurs, then we should fear no one. But we've got to be on it every single minute of every single game. Can we do it? I bloody well hope so. But now we've got a 7-day break until our next game, so let's just enjoy the result from today. I'm sure a lot of you out there are going to have a few sore heads tomorrow, and if we keep playing like we did today, then I'm extremely optimistic about what we can achieve at the end of this season. Thank you, Arsenal, for playing like you did today. You made my Sunday, and if you're still watching this video right now and watching to the end, then thank you so much. Make sure you give the video a like and comment if you want, and I'll reply back to you. But until next time, thank you so much for watching, and cheers.